Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's nice to have you here again. Okay, all right, today we'll be walking through Beta Glass PLC profit margin analysis from 2014 to 2024, which is a space of 10 years. So we're analyzing what this company's profit margin looks like in the past 10 years. But first, let me say a bit about the Beta Glass PLC. So from the glass in the name, you should already that should already be painting a picture, or you might even already be familiar with the company's profile. So Beta Glass is a glass packaging company located in Lagos, Nigeria, and they are actually a member of Frigo Glass Group. So what they actually specialize in is they supply glass packaging in West Africa, in different emerging markets in West Africa. So they also focus on providing superior packaging solutions to customers in soft drink, beer, spirits, cosmetics, and the pharmaceutical industry. So all these Coca-Cola bottles, beer bottles, soft drink bottles, whatever bottles. So okay, Coca-Cola is also a soft drink. So whatever kind of bottle you see, Beta Glass is actually the supplier of those stuffs. So even some, like, they also do cosmetic bottles too, and there are some drugs that are in bottles, there are some cosmetics that are in bottles, there are some drinks that are in bottles and all that. So whatever has to do with those glasses and all those stuff, Beta Glass PLC is actually in charge of that, and they are actually the number one dealers in that industry when it comes to Nigeria and West Africa at large. So, and this company was actually established in 1974, so they are an age-old company. All right, let's dive deep into what this company's profit margin looks like. But before then, let's also take a look at what profit margin analysis is. Let's take a look at what profit margin analysis is. So profit margin actually explain the profitability of a company's product, their service or business segment. So this analysis will show us what is the profitability of this company's product, which is glasses and bottles and all those stuff. How profitable has it been over the years? That's what we want to look at. So the profit margin aids us to carry out this analysis, see how profitable the company's product is, whether it's a service company or business segment. So how profitable has it been over the years? So it shows the percentage of revenue that remains after deducting the cost of goods sold and other expenses such as operating expenses, tax, and interest. So in this case, it's actually comparing. In this analysis, we are comparing from their revenue, what part of their revenue was left for them as profit at the end of the year. Okay, say they made 100 billion in revenue. What percentage of that revenue was theirs to keep as their profit after having considered tax, interest, and all other expenses? What part of that money, that revenue generated, was theirs to keep at the end of each year? So that is what this profit margin analysis is going to show us. So in 2014, how many percentage of their revenue was theirs to keep as profit? In 2017, 2018, and then down to 2020, how much of their revenue, what proportion of their revenue was theirs to keep as profit for the year? So some of the things that this profit margin analysis helps us to do it for a company is actually helps us to evaluate the profitability of the company, like I mentioned before. So it helps to understand which product, service, or segment generate the profits. So that's another deeper dive into it. So it can also help to identify areas for improvement. It could help to set pricing strategies. So when you see that, oh, the profit margin is low, you can say, okay, maybe we should add maybe we should increase the prices of our products in the market. Maybe we should reduce operational costs and all those stuff like that. So pricing strategies, set pricing strategies, and all of that. So it could also be used to compare performance. So you can use it to benchmark profitability against industry peers or competitors and even internal targets. So you compare performance, like just like this chart is showing. How was the performance of 2014 to 2015? How was the performance of 2015 to 2016? And on like that. So it also helps to inform investment decisions. So it guides investment in products. So what products are we going to invest in? What generated the most profit for us? Okay, then we can now invest more in that particular product so that we can leverage on it and gain more revenue for that year or for the next year, or gain more profit at the end. Yeah. So all right, so now let's look at that's actually a glance at what the profit margin analysis is. So now let's look at what exactly this company's profit margin analysis look like. So in 2014, okay, I think I should let me put the data label so we can see exactly the exact value that they had for each of the year. I think I should give this a bold. Let's should increase it to 12. Okay, I believe that's clearer now. And then yeah, all right, so okay, so this is clearer. Right, check this out. Okay, so now we see here clearly that in 2014 they had a net profit margin of, this is 2014, net profit margin of 14%. So we could see here 14%. Now that means that, okay, whatever their revenue was in 2014, 14% of that amount was theirs to keep, which is somewhat fair to start with, depending on industry standard. And then in 2015 there was a slight drop, but fortunately there was an upward movement. There was an upward movement in between 2015 to 2016. They moved up by 8%, and then we see that that's actually a significant jump from 8% increase in a year. Is actually a very significant improvement for them when it comes to profit. Now, so this means that for that particular year they kept 20% of their revenue as the net profit. Now it was actually a slight drop in 2017. From 2016 to 2017 they had a 1% drop in the profit. So then they maintained that for 3 consecutive years. So 2017, 2018 and 2019 was actually stable. They had a recurring profit margin analysis percent, profit margin percent rather, pardon me. So, and then we see obviously here the 2020 effect. You can see here the 2020 effect. You see here the 2020 effect, where we see the almighty COVID-19 effect here. So from 19%, there was a decline. There was a decline to 14%, which is a 5% decline in profit margin. So and then it went up again by 1%. So by 1% it went up to 15%, and then unfortunately there was a terrible decline here, a 6% decline in 2022, and that's actually a very significant one. Very terrible thing to see on their statement. So this is the least they have had in 10 years. This is the least they have had in 10 years. So there was a 6% decline from 2021 to 2022. So this means that for that year they had only 9% of their profit, their revenue to keep, and this may be due to the fact that maybe they had made quite a lot of investments and paid a higher tax tariff, interest rate, and all of that. So that could be one of the factors that could influence this. Yeah, could also be due to pricing and various factors. So we could see here that in 2022 to 2020, so in 2023, okay, they went up by a 1% increase, from the difference of 1% between 2022 and 2023. So we could see how this company has moved. It's kind of fluctuating, and the market has been quite unstable. The fluctuation or even the upward trend in exchange rate and all of that are contributing factors to this. And so from this chart, from this bar chart, we could see here that in the past 10 years, the least profit margin they've had was in 2022, which is 9%, and the highest profit margin they had was in 2016, which is 20%. So the difference between the highest and the lowest percent is 11%, and that's actually a significant difference between both. I hope that this company is able to navigate their way around and find their way, not just to realize or achieve this benchmark again, but to exceed it, let's say 30%, because this was a really good thing to see. 20% profit margin shows a very good sign that they shows a very good financial health and operational efficiency for this particular company. So that's all for Beta Glass PLC profit margin analysis for the period of 10 years. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for staying up to now. I hope this video was insightful, and I will implore you to hit the like button and also ensure to subscribe to the channel. And then until we see you again, bye bye.